On Wednesday, April 17 at 7:27 p.m, an encrypted message arrived on the phone of a user with the username Slempo. The message comes from another EncroChat user, Luxury Balloon. They put him in the system as a spy terrorist drug dealer. After this, whenever he or his group enter Dubai, they will be arrested. After this, we no longer have any control over the course of events. Is that correct? What you say is correct, mate, is the reply. According to the Public Prosecution Service in the Netherlands, Luxury Balloon is the alias of 49-year-old Dutchman Roger P, nicknamed Piet Costa. P was someone whose profile had grown in the underworld over many years and was feared by enemies. He played an increasingly important role in the import of cocaine to Western Europe. He had good contacts in the port of Rotterdam and in South America. From 2009 onwards, he travelled regularly to that continent. He would also eventually live in Costa Rica for many years. It earned him that nickname, Piet Costa. According to the Utrecht Justice Department, Slempo is Robin van O. He owned the luxury gym Elite Fit in Utrecht, but was initially also active in the cannabis industry. He gradually ended up in the international cocaine trade. Van O lived in De Meern and was not only referred to as Biggie Basie or Big Boss by criminal subjects because of his broad shoulders, he occupied a prominent position in the years before his arrest. At the end of 2017, the Elite Fit building was shot at with an automatic weapon, and an explosive device detonated a few days later. In 2018, he closed his gym. The group around Costa has been associated with official corruption. For example, corrupt customs officers in the port of Rotterdam are said to allow containers containing drugs to enter undisturbed. The organisation would also be kept informed of investigations against members by corrupt police officers. Now, the group wants to clamp down on criminal rivals through government officials in Dubai. Another message lands from Slempo. I have spoken to Dubai and we can have them arrested as spies and they will be tortured for information. If you have their first name and last name, we can see their flight details when they fly or have been to the Netherlands. So where does this desire for revenge come from? At the beginning of 2020, a heated conflict arose within an international network of criminals involved in the smuggling of large quantities of cocaine. On one side is Piet Costa's group. Opposite him is someone called A1. The Dutch Public Prosecution Service has now identified him as 37-year-old Dutch-Iranian Ali D. A member of Costa's group calls him the William Enstra of Dubai in a witness statement. William Enstra, who was liquidated in Amsterdam South in 2004, was a rogue real estate baron who invested criminal profits in real estate on a very large scale for criminal multimillionaires. The comparison suggests someone who indulges in delusions of grandeur and is a bit of a fraudster. Costa describes Ali D in messages as one of his former money boys, someone who was involved in storing large amounts of money. According to Costa, he made Ali a millionaire, which was in stark comparison to his old life where he had to sleep in his own car. He was in Dubai for too long and cannot maintain his lifestyle. That's why I was robbed. The intercepted messages indicate an amount that highlights why the feud is so bitter. 130 million euros are said to have disappeared. Ali D and some of his circle allegedly invested that money in watches and real estate in Dubai. The Gulf state is favoured by criminals who feel safe there. Liquidations are a rarity, and they can lavish their dirty money without experiencing much trouble from the government. I have Interpol here. They are corrupt. I gave them all the info about them and they red-marked 3 of them for me. They are currently red in the computer system. After this, Dubai police will raid his home and seize everything they can. After that, the idea is that the Secret Service will take over. The Secret Service is with us. They are going to interrogate him the Muslim way and then he will go to prison. These favours do not come for free. The messages mention 3 million euros, half of which has been paid in advance. The 3 million has been paid to Interpol and to the Dubai Secret Service. I have already paid half and the other half after the results. Luxury Balloon replies, It is crazy to have to pay so much to have his own money confiscated. The money will go directly to the Ministry of Justice, so bye bye bye. The next day, Slempo messages again. He explains that their plan to take down Ali D might be made a lot easier since he has left an evidence trail of money laundering and purchasing assets with cash that has no declared origin. Mate, just spoke to Dubai. They are shocked. He has everything in his own name, saying this is a real thing. That document helped. They're going to fuck him hard. They say normally we must make things up, but this is real. This donkey has everything in his own name. They found many more properties. He must be tackled as a facilitator of foreign criminals, replies Costa, without recognizing the extreme irony. Houses, cars, bank accounts, companies, money laundering. This is also truth. The question remains whether it was really possible to have people deported through corrupt police contacts in Dubai. The answer seems to be yes. A major Dutch newspaper claims to have seen official documents showing the name of Ali D and those of his two associates who had to be deported from Dubai. In another case, a well-known Belgian criminal claims that he was falsely placed on a list of persons alerted by Interpol in March 2020. Reports from Dubai also seem to validate the bribery affair. 2 days after it was announced in the Netherlands that EncroChat had been hacked by police, the Emirates Minister of Internal Affairs announced that a number of officials had been arrested on suspicion of corruption. They allegedly extorted people by threatening to put them on Interpol's wanted list. Their plan did not succeed. Both men suspected of being behind the messages were arrested soon after the successful operation to infiltrate EncroChat. The conversation between Luxury Balloon and Slempo sets off all the alarm bells for the police. There is evidence that kidnapping and brutal violence are being prepared in the Netherlands. The IMEI number of Slempo's device is retrieved from the police systems. There is a match. It also appears in a major drug investigation into Robin van O. In that investigation, a warehouse on the Julianaweg in the Brabant village of Waalse-Plantage came into the picture. The police decide to fill the warehouse with cameras. They record for weeks how the sea containers are covered with insulation material on the inside. Some weeks later, the police feel they have enough evidence and raid the warehouse. 7 containers in total are found in the warehouse, where 6 are furnished as torture chambers. All containers are virtually soundproof. Anyone who shouts as loud as possible can hardly be heard outside. A treasure trove of evidence is discovered. Genuine police clothing, garden tools, scalpels, pliers, 27 sets of handcuffs, tie wraps and a gas burner, and, eerily, a large freezer chest. It is believed that the duo planned to force Ali D out of Dubai through their corrupt contacts in law enforcement. If he returned to the Netherlands, he would then be kidnapped and brought to the warehouse in Brabant and tortured until he returned some of the stolen money. This did not come to fruition, surely to the relief of Ali D, as Costa was arrested in his Rotterdam apartment. He was arrested in mid-2020 following a 4-year undercover investigation into a shipment of almost 4,000 kilograms of cocaine that was intercepted in Rotterdam in 2016. He had lived his life in the underworld below the police radar, and only one photograph of him was ever issued in the media. When he appeared in court, he ensured this remained the case by wearing his hood up the entire time. He was brought to and from the courtroom in a wheelchair after injuring himself playing soccer while awaiting trial in prison. However, this did not invoke any sympathy with the judge, as he was given the maximum available sentence of 17.5 years. He received a 12-year sentence for the preparation of the torture chamber, which will run concurrently with the drug charge sentence. As for Robin van O, he met a tragic end. He did not have to face a trial as he was diagnosed with terminal cancer and passed away on the 21st of June 2022. For Roger Piet Costa P, his life at the top of the chain in the smuggling game is over for now. However, someone with his contacts and capabilities can return at any time. What is fascinating is the depth that the tentacles of organized crime can reach, as evidenced by the crime group's ability to corrupt even what's considered the most resilient of law enforcement. You have been watching OCG TV. Thanks again for watching. Please support the video by leaving a like and comment. Till next time, goodbye.